everybody. How are we this evening? It is Wing It Wednesday time. Once my video stops going round and round and round and round, then I know that I'm live. How are we all this evening? Let me just adjust a few screens here so I can see. Hopefully you can all hear me and see me. Let me know in the comment section if there are any problems, please. We are having a bit of technical difficulty. I don't know, Facebook is playing up. Usual scenario. All right, let's see. Hello, Leanne. How are you? Hey, Margaret. Hey, Christine. How are we all? Thanks for joining me. I almost didn't come live tonight. My studio is in a bit of a mess. Might have something to do with the fact that I was pulling down walls yesterday and I've got crap everywhere, literally everywhere. So this looks quite good. You don't want to see, well, you can actually kind of nearly see there, but you don't want to see down here, and you don't want to see out there, and you don't want to see out there just at the moment. But it'll be all good for our card buffet on Sunday. I can assure you of that. So do show. Oh, no, I'm not showing, Christine. It's a work in progress. There's a lot of mess out there. There's a lot of plaster dust. There's a lot of stuff happening. So got the electrician coming tomorrow morning. So he's going to move a few things around. It's going to be amazing when this room is finished. It's something that I've dreamt of for a very long time now. If you ask any of the girls that come to class, I've been going, the wall's going to go. The wall's going to go. And I've been saying it. I've been, wanting it. I've been putting it out there to the wall gods. So make sure that wall goes. So, hello, who have we got here? Hey, Angela. Hey, Glennis. How are you? Hey, Jacinta. Thanks for joining me. Hello, Leslie. How are you? Hey, Cheryl, Megan, Sonia. Oh, Sonia, you've got shingles. Oh, dear. That's no good, doll. I hope it's not too painful for you. That would be horrible. All right, so this morning, I keep thinking I'm on Breakfast with Beck, but I'm not really, am I? I'm Wing It Wednesday. All right, so today I've got one stamp set and an ink to work with. So I reckon we just flip you down and get started. But I do just want to send a quick reminder that we do have the card buffet on in the studio this weekend. So it's $35. You come along, you make 3 cards. You don't have to stay all day. You can make more cards if you want. You can stay as long as you like. If you want to stay over lunch, bring your cut lunch. I'm not feeding you. Well, I got chocolates and tea and coffee, but that's about it. Unless you want to have chocolate for lunch, which I guess kind of a good thing, isn't it? I don't know. But yeah, card buffet this Sunday and every last Sunday of the month up until December. So it's always a good day, even if you just calm down and, have a bit of a social and a chat. It's just a good day to get out. So, all right. I'm going to flip you down. We're going to get started and we'll see where we end up. Where am I going? This one here. All right. So I need from you guys some colors. I want some really bright colors. I want 3 bright colors. Now, I could use my color coach and we could just pick 3, but I want to see what bright colors you guys come up with. So this is the new 26, 28 color coach. I did print a few more of these than I should have. So I do have a few spare. If you don't have a color coach and you would like one, I have a few spare. So let me know. I haven't worked out a price for these yet, but I have printed them all up into these nice little, color coaches here. So Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush. Oh, out with the blocks. All right, Timid Tiger. That's 3 colors. All right, done. Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Darling Duckling. All right, so I'm going to grab my scrappy bits out because it's all about scraps, right? Darling Duckling, oh my goodness. And I've just picked my Timid Tiger bag upside down and it's fallen all over the floor, just to make it more of a mess than it already is. And Strawberry Slush. All right. So this month for my team, I gave my team a challenge this month to use the scraps on their desk. Now, I know these aren't scraps on my desk, but they're still scraps, right? And this is what I do. So I save all my scraps like this, whether they've got bits and pieces in them, because you never know, you might need a little bit or whatever. But I save all my scraps. Now, I know some people just throw, how do we get new pages for the new colours? For the Colour Coach, Julie, this colour. So this has got all new pages in it for this year, and it's got all the new colours, the Barely Blush and all of that as well. So if you're part of my In Colour Club, you get this as part of your In Colour Club, and each month you will get the Barely Blush and so forth and so forth. And then at the end of it, I send you this whole pack. But as I said, I've printed more than I should have. I misjudged, and I've got some extra ones. So hoping to get them cut tomorrow. Yeah, but anyway, is that what you're after? Is that the question? Did I answer the question? So, all right, so we've got my scraps right now. I don't know how you guys store your scraps, but this is how I store mine. They go in these little clear bags, and then they go in the drawer with the Darling Ducklings, and that goes in the drawer with full packets of Timid Tiger and blah blah blah, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to pair it up with black. Now, black is the best color to pair up bright colors with. So I'm just going to grab a piece of black cardstock here. Now, this is probably going to be one of the easiest cards you will ever make, okay? Trust me, she says. Trust me. All right, so we've got our basic black here. Now, I am just going to cut this as a card base. I'm going to cut it to 14.9, and I'm going to score it at 10.5. Now, this afternoon I put up some measurements for Saturday's Breakfast with Beck card that we made with, you know, the fancy flip out thingy. So I put those measurements up on the Facebook page today. So if you didn't see them, jump over and grab them. All right, and then I'm just going to cut a card front. So I'm going to go 10.5 centimeters, and then this should already be 14.9. Wonderful. I got the last one last year, so happy to pay for new colour pages, if that makes... No, the whole lot's new, Julie. So even though you got Cherry Cobbler last year, the new Cherry Cobbler will have different colours that match it this year. Every year they do it differently. So it's never, ever the same. So I can compare. So let me see. If I go Gorgeous Grape here, and then I'll find Gorgeous Grape in here, and it will have a different lot of color comparisons. See that? See, so Gorgeous Grape is Shaded Spruce Flirty Flamingo. This is Lost Lagoon and Fresh Freezer. Gorgeous Grape Night of Navy Lemon Lolly. This has got Bubble Bath. Gorgeous Grape Fresh Freezer Mossy Meadow. Gorgeous Grape Crumb Cake and Peaceful Pine. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, every year they release it, it's different colors that match with the new colors, if that makes sense. So every year I have them printed. So you'll see here, this is my first one that I did, and then next one, and then now this one. So every year they're a different color. So, all right. So I've got my card base and I've got my card front. All right. And then I'm going to just grab my scraps here. So I'm going to go, this is a nice chunky bit here. We're going to grab this. I think those little ones are too little. We might use them. Let's see. We'll just see if we can tear it. My thumb's not really good, so we might have to tear a bit off of that one. And then I'm going to use this one here because I can tear a nice bit off that. Although there's one there. You could use that one there. All right. So here's my three colours. Oh, g'day, Gigi. All right, watch the replay. Come back, watch the replay. You're going to love it. It's the easiest card ever. All right. So then what I'm going to do, you guys know me, you know I like to tear. I'm a bit of a lazy crafter, so if it can come easy to me, well, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to tear a few of these down like so. And then I don't know if I can, my thumb's really sore, and I lost my nail today. Can you see that? I lost the top of my nail today. So I'm not even going to attempt to tear that one. Excuse me. All right. So I'm just going to tear, and I'm just doing all different shapes here. I might tear this one across like that, And then this one, I'm going to give it a bit of a tear, like so. And there's no right or wrong way to tear, right? So if you don't like tearing this card's probably not for you, but if you do like tearing and you like an easy card, this card will definitely be for you. All right. So then I'm going to grab my glue and my ink pad. All right. So I'm thinking I'm going to go, do we like that? Like that arrangement? Like that yellow, orange, or should I move the pink and the orange around? What do you think? Let me know. It looks like a licorice all sort at the moment, doesn't it? I know, my poor thumb. Oh, the pain. It was just excruciating. And you can see here, see the little dot in it? That's where I hit it with the drill a couple of weeks ago. So this poor thumb's been in the wars. So I hit it with the drill. Then I knocked it at work on some fixtures. And then today I've ripped the nail off. So the poor thumb, that's 3 now, really. I can't go any further, can I? All right. So which way do you think I should go? Let me know. I kind of like that. So I'm going to get my glue out. I've got no comments, so I'm going to get my glue out. Yeah, ouch, Julie. I know, right? Are we happy with those colours? I think that looks all right. Or should I? Let me just have a look again. Should I change this and this? I think, oh, actually, I think I like that. I think I kind of like that. Try yellow in the middle. Oh, okay, let's try yellow in the middle. Yellow in the middle like that. Now I don't know. Now I've given too many options, I think. Too many options. All right, I think I'm going to go like that and just work my way like a sunset. All right. So then I'm going to grab my glue and I'm going to glue all of this up like so. And then we're just going to stick it down like so. Now I don't really like that sharp edge there, so I'm just going to tear that edge off like so. Stick it down, Eddie. Stick it down. Yeah. Lock it in, Eddie. Lock it in. All right. And then I'm going to give this a bit of a squiggle. And I'm just going to put that there like that. And then we're going to do this pink one. All right. You can hear I'm a bit nasally. Got a bit of hay fever happening at the moment. It's driving me nuts. And I'm going to just tear that off there like so. Although I really don't like how they're the same level. So I'm going to pick that up if I can. Maybe not. Yep. And I'm going to make that a bit shorter. Like that. All right. So you see, like, that you cannot make a mistake with this one, right? Okay. Right. So then I'm going to grab out of my, so that's, there's more that's going to happen to this, but I don't want to spoil it for you. We want to do something else first. So I've got the Words and Wishes dies. Now, don't do what I did and not buy the stamp set. Just put the code in for the dies because, like, duh. Now I've got to get the stamp set and pay more money because if you buy it as a bundle, you get 10% off. So don't do what I did and make sure that you get the bundle. So it comes with some really nice shapes. There's a cake in there and there's other words as well with the stamp set. But yeah, should have got the bundle, but put in the wrong code. How many of us have done that? Pick me. I'm the one who's done that. All right, so now I want to get some really bright glitter paper or foil paper. I've got my folders out. Let's just see what glitter paper we could mix with that. So I'm just going to have a look through, and it's about using what we've got. So I wasn't going to bring out any. Oh, look at this. This one might go. I don't even know what color that is. Maybe a bit of peach pie or something. But that might go with our timid tiger there. How's that? Solved. Problem solved. That was too quick. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut out the words best wishes to the outline for this one. And then I'm going to get the other piece of black that I had. Well, actually, I'm not really because that's a good piece of black. I'm going to just grab a scrap bit of black from my scrappy drawer. because you know I've got a bit of scrappy black in my drawer. And then I'm going to die cut out the words best wishes in black from that, okay? So let me grab my die cutting machine. And most likely dust fever. I know, right? From all the plaster dust. Hey, okay. Anyhow, although I don't know. Or has Brett given it to me? You know, who knows? I think Brett might have given it to me. All right, so we're going to pop the best wishes up here. And hands, oh yeah, Yonita, you've done it too. Put in the wrong code and then not got the bundle. God, it's quite annoying actually. Anyway, must learn to read better. All right, so we're going to dump that out. And just be careful with our little I from the best wishes because, you know, we don't want to be losing that sucker. All right. And then we're going to pop these out here. Okay, I'm going to pop them in my hot little tray over here. All right. And then that is all we need that for. All right. So we're going to pop these out. Actually, before I pop them out, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pop out that S bit and that S bit and that E bit. And that bit there. Why hasn't that bit come out? Oh, because my dies are all gluey. All right. So we've got best wishes there. And then we're going to glue this down to our bright bits. And it's all about using what we've got, right? So we don't want to have to, you know, we want to use the stash. All right, so I'm just going to carefully go in between my die here while it's sitting in my die. This is why I get glue all over my dies, and I really need to be cleaning them afterwards, because this is an easy way to stick this down, right? And then you lay this over the top here like that, and then you push down on here, and you push down in all of these little holy bits, and then you hope to God that it sticks down there. No, once again, Anita, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to get the adhesive sheet out. But normally this sticks. If I was using card or Word, cardboard, you know, what's that stuff we use? Oh, cardstock. It's not come out properly. Anyway, now I've got glue everywhere. Should have used adhesive sheet. Should have taken the advice, Anita. All right. We're going to stick that down there. And then me W, it does have glue on it. Ugh. Just pull it out. And stick that down. I put my wishes over too far. Here we go. Once the glue goes off, it'll stick. All right, so there's me wishes. Oh, I forgot me eye. Let's just dot our eye. Bit of glue there. And then take our little dot here. Put that down there. All right, so we've got our wishes. And then I'm just going to pop these out. Nothing wants to work for me today. Obviously, look at my thumb. Although we did have lasagna for dinner tonight, leftover lasagna, because I cooked a massive thing of it on Monday night. So we had that for dinner. And you know how it always tastes better on the second time round? I don't know. Is that just me? or is it you guys too? When you have lasagna for the second time round and it always tastes better. Well, for me, that was the case tonight. Bretty whinged on Monday night that I put too many veggies in it because I like my lasagna very vegetable-y. Zucchini, carrot. I even put a bit of broccoli in it. Everybody loves a good tree. So, yeah. Anyway, I can't put onion in it though. I don't have onion in my lasagna. I know you should, but onion and garlic I can't do. I suffer from it if I do. So, all right, so we've got our best wishes there. Done. How cool does that look on that yellow? It looks really... Oh, what am I doing? Wrong lid. All right, So now I'm going to show you what we're going to do to the card front here. Okay, so it's going to involve some ink, and it's going to involve one of our new gel blending pens, right? So I'm going to grab that Memento black ink pad, and because you know me, I am a lazy crafter. I don't want to have to, clean things if I don't want to have to clean them. So I'm just going to slightly bend, and I'm going to just run the edge of my ink over here, like so, just over the edge. I don't care if it's all messy. This is kind of like a, card, right? And then I'm going to do this edge here too. So I'm just kind of lightly bending it. Now, if you were worried about getting blobs of ink everywhere, this card probably isn't for you, right? Because you're going to get blobs of ink. But that's the whole idea of it. It's supposed to look like that. All right. And like I said, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to, get stuff out and clean it and get a blending brush. So, all right. So we're just going to go around that whole thing there like that. Okay. And then I can put a bit more here, maybe a bit of there, bit there, and there like that. So I've sort of just done it so that it kind of looks like a bit messy, right? Let me just clean that up because I'm going to stick my hand in that, don't you? All right. Then I'm going to come along, give it a bit of a quick dry. Spinach leaves in mine, but no, yeah, I can't do onion. Ooh, try using leeks. Didn't think of that. Aren't they part of the onion family too, though, Maura? I thought they were. Tuna lasagna. Oh, I do like a bit of tuna. Tuna mornay. Yum, yum. Yeah, it always tastes better the day after, doesn't it, Susie? Oh, you had lasagna too, Julie. Well, we had a combination of lasagna and leftover pizza, but it was Italian. It's all the same, hey? Really? All right. So now I'm going to grab my white gel pen. Now, these are new from Stampin' Up. They just became available in May, at the start of May, and they're probably the best gel pens I've ever used for white. Every time I use a white gel pen, it would clog up and not work and blah, blah, blah. But this is just, it just flows so nicely. So I'm going to scribble around the edge. Now, if you're, scribbling is not a hard thing to do. It's just your handwriting, right? So I'm just going to scribble, do a few little dots, scribble a bit more, do a few little dots. So it's not a hard process. And you know what? The wigglier your lines, the better it looks. Okay. So we're just going to keep going around. And you could do dots, you could do crosses, you could do stripes, you could do stitching, you can do whatever you like around the card. All right. So it's not a matter of, being precise. And you'll see my dots aren't all the same. My lines aren't all the same. I'm just dotting and wiping and dotting and striping. Whoops, ran out of dots there. But anyway, so you kind of get the drift. Let me pick that up for you. So you kind of get the gist of it. Charred, oh, it does too, doesn't it? Roof, charred by fire. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and do a bit more through here and follow the lines of my paper. Okay. Like that. Okay. And then we'll come back in a bit here. A couple more dots around, a few more dots in here. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. You can pick whatever you want. All right. And then we're going to go down like that. A couple more dots, one up here. Like so. So do you get the gist of what I'm trying to do here? As I said, it's the easiest card you're ever going to make. All right, so we're going to do dots, 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 round, round, around, around, dots. All right, so just like that. So let me pick that up for you. How cool. I reckon for a boy card, this is just amazing. Like, but imagine doing it in bright pinks and purples and greens and all the different colors. And then we're just going to simply stick that over the top there, but it needs some ribbon, right? So we've got to get some ribbon. So I'm going to go to my ribbon cupboard and I'm just going to grab, well, hopefully some matching colored ribbon. So let me see what's in my little cupboard here. Well, I definitely know I've got, what is this one here? Oh, no, not that one. All right, we'll go this one here. I know that that's like an orangey color. What other color do we have? This one here. And then I think we need a bit of a color with a bit of a bling in it. So we've got that one, maybe I'll do that. And then we need a bit of a yellow. Here we go. A yellow here. I don't even know if these are the matching colors here, but we'll have a look. So I've just got 3 similar colors that like what's on the front, right? Now, I think I'm going to use, well, I'm definitely going to use one of these because that's a scrappy bit. So we're going to use that one. And then should I wrap it? I might wrap it. What's this one? Oh, this is strawberry slush. We'll wrap it with strawberry slush. So we'll just peel my strawberry slush out, which hasn't been used. So I always leave the plastic on when I have a strawberry slush. All right. Sorry, excuse my coughing. My throat is just... I even tested for COVID this morning, but I don't have COVID. So that's a good thing. All right. So I'm going to just peel these off here. And I'm going to run this around the front here, just like so. Actually, you know what I might do before we do that? Let's give it a bit of a flick. Let's grab some craft white. Look, a bit like graffiti, yeah. Looks pretty cool, huh? I'm just going to grab some white, and then I've got a white painter over here. That's not my white painter. I normally have a white painter. Where's my white painter? Painter, white painter, where are you? Where are you? I don't think you're it, but you'll do. All right. I normally have one that I just use for white all the time because I do like to flick. All right, so let's just give this a bit of a splatter too. Bit of white splatter all over that. Looks pretty cool. All right. It's about the only downside about having the gel pen. You can't splatter it. What do you reckon? I like the splatter. Looks pretty cool with the splatter. All right, no, that's not what I was using. I was using this one. All right, so we're going to wrap around it here with some ribbon, like so. Then I'm going to get your snips and cut that off because nobody sees the back. We don't need to be wasting ribbon on the back. And then I'm just going to smoosh it in with another bit of tear and tape there. And then I'm going to grab this and this. And I'm going to trim that off there. And I'm just going to tuck that around. Actually, you know what? Will that pull apart? I don't think it will. No, it's not gonna. Although, no, I'm going to do that and that, like so. And then I'm going to tie that in a knot. My poor thumb just so doesn't want to work. It is literally, you know how you get it and they pound when you hurt them? It's like going pound, oh, pound, oh, pound, oh. All right, so I'm going to tie that in a knot, and then I'm going to come in with the yellow here. And I think I'm going to go about 25 centimeters because that's about what you need. And I'm going to split it up the guts because I don't want it as thick, but I want it a bit furry. So we're just going to cut it up the middle here. Does anybody do this to make their ribbons thinner? And you want that colour, but you want it thinner? I do it all the time. All right. And then I'm going to tuck this one under here, like so. And then I'm just going to do a bow. Looks like, yeah, now it looks like Aboriginal art with all the white bits on it. But like I said, imagine it in all different colours. Like, you know, if you did all pinks or all purples or all greens. Oh, greens. Now you're talking my language. All right. So, and then I'm just going to trim off those and make them ends look pretty. Trim them off there and there. Okay. And then I'm just going to simply come in with my best wishes and stick them on some dimensionals. So I'm going to put the wishes on first, and that's going to sit over here like that. And then we're going to come in with the best here. Go best wishes. And then we can stick that down to our card base like so. So what do you think? It's a bit bright. I know it's very bright, but I kind of love it. And I can just see what you guys are going to smash this technique this week. You're going to get there and do every color under the rainbow, because like I said, it's super quick and super easy. The hardest thing is to try and decide what colors you're going to use. All right. So this is your challenge for Wing It Wednesday tonight, is to do this card with your black and a different color. Okay. And like you could put a little character on there or something like that. But I just think it looks really cool. Well, that's just me. And I think I'm going to grab some bling, because I'm just looking over and I can see my glossy dots going, pick me, pick me. These are retired, but you know. And I reckon these yellow ones will look really cool on here. So I'm going to go one there. I'm going to do one up here. And then I'm going to do another little one down there like that. So what do you think? Do you like that? Awesome. You're doing one right now, Christine. Oh, better put the challenge up for you then, so you've got somewhere to put it. Inside white, we'll do that too. So we'll pop a bit of inside white in. And I think what I might do for the inside white is just grab a couple of those strips here like that we've got to bring the colour in. So I might just go like that and use up these little strippy bits, hey? So I'm going to put this one down here like that. And then I'll use the pink one. Whoops. Go like that. Is the yellow one going to be long enough? Yeah. And then the yellow one. I tore that other pink one, so that's a bit useless to me, isn't it? Well, not really. I'll find something to use it on. There we go. So we're kind of mixing and matching there. All right. Like even in black blues, like as I said, everything goes with black, right? And then to blend that side in there, I'm just going to come in with my black ink pad and just, you know, smush a bit of black on here. Just want to cover that there so it kind of blends in with what we've done on the outside. All right. Told you, easiest card ever. Hey. All right, then we're going to glue this in like so. And then you got matchy match. See? Matchy match. So there we go. What do you think? Save some strips for the envelope. Yep, that's right. I've got a couple here. And I think there was another one over there somewhere. Anyhow. I'll do that. But first we've got to draw a prize. We've got to draw some prizes from last week's challenge. So are you going to give that one a crack? Do you reckon that that's one that you'll try? Because it's fairly simple, fairly easy. Not a hard card to do. So I hope you do, and I'd love to see what you do. I know you guys are going to come up with something amazing. You're going to do it. Oh, my ribbon cupboard's open. You're going to come up with something amazing that, you know, I'm going to go, ooh, an R, I know that. So don't forget, if you want to take part in my Wing It Wednesday challenges, you need to be part of my Craft with Beck group, which is a private group that we share all of our little cards and anything that we make over in that group. It's just a little community that I've started. And you do have to answer some questions to get into the group, and that's just to keep us all safe. I got hacked last year, And I know the feeling of not feeling safe. So that's why it is a private group and you need to answer some questions. All right. So let me grab my laptop out and we will see who entered Wing It Wednesday challenge over in the Craft with Beck group last week. All right. I'll put some numbers in here. We had, and I've got to say, I'm pretty proud of all you girls. We had a record number of people enter the competition last week. So I am super proud of you all. So last week you had to take a kit and make it different, not make the card that came with the kit. So we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people enter the challenge last week. So yay, everybody. We had Glennis, Julie B, Linda A, Talia W, Ruth L, Sue W, Marianne H, Megan L, and Julie S. So thank you, ladies. Now, oh yes, Julie, Christmas scraps would be amazing. Yes. All right. So let's see who the winner's going to. I think I might draw a couple of prizes this week because we've had so many enter. Oh, how's that? All right, let's do prize number 1. Let's see who's going to win. Who have we got? Who have we got? Talia! Congratulations. Talia is in my team. She joined and got the free ink pads this month. Awesome offer and only how many days left? Oh, 3 days, 4 days, 4 days left to take up that offer. So Talia, I know you didn't go to OnStage, so I am going to give you one of those awesome little coin bags from OnStage, and I am also going to chuck in for you. What have we got here? Oh, here we go. Some Love Notes Designer Series paper. So there we go, Talia. Whoop, whoop. That's for you. All right. Let's just remove Talia's name off and we'll do another draw, shall we? All right. As my good friend would say, cross your fingers, cross your toes, rub your lucky knickers. She's on holidays at the moment, so you're not going to hear that for a little while. So let's see who the winner is. I know music, right, Kate? Who else have we got? Woo-hoo. Julie S. Congratulations, Julie. Julie is also in my team. Woohoo! Well done, Julie. Let me see what I've got in my hot little box for you tonight. What have I got? What have I got? Oh my goodness. I have you know what, Julie? I've got some Calming Creek envelopes, cards and envelopes here for you. And I also have one of the gel pens for you. So there we go, Jules. Gel pen and some envelopes and cards for you. All right, so there we go. Thank you very much, ladies, for participating in my weekly challenges and coming here and watching me for Wing It Wednesday. If you guys weren't here, I wouldn't be here either every Wednesday night. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And don't forget, I have my color samplers all ready to go. Now you can buy these. They're $15 each. I can post them in just a normal envelope for you. I think it's $5.80, maybe. I'm incorrect. I did post it up earlier today. Or you can pick it up for free from the studio. Not free, you know, pay $15, but you don't pay postage if you pick it up. Oh, God. Or I can do it in a tracked envelope, padded envelope for you as well. So let me know if you want one of those on the post that I put up earlier on my page. So, all right, enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you here on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Beck. But until then, if I don't see you then, I'll see you next Wednesday for Wing It Wednesday. All right, guys, have a great week, and I will see you later. Bye.